Hello there, my Capricorn Collective. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Oh. Well, with the High Priestess and the Lovers coming out there, Capricorn, who is getting love readings on you? So there's the Lovers, there's the Virgo, there's the Ten of Wands, there's the Leo vibe, and there's the King of Pentacles. I don't know, be mindful of this. I don't know, some of y'all, you're dealing with the Leo vibe, or pay attention to what Leo's doing when it comes to your astrology. Oh, Leo and Virgo. Someone's getting readings on you. Lovers doesn't need to be romantic. This could be relationship, partnership vibes. This could be work vibes for you. So take what's yours and leave what's not. I don't know. If it's that Leo energy, they're kind of... they're stingy as fuck. They're stingy as fuck. They're rather controlling. And with that being a King of Pentacles as well, this could be a work situation for you. Mindful of the Aquarius vibe as well, because you got the King of Swords there with the Magician, there to the Six of Pentacles, to the Page of Cups, to the Queen of Cups, there to the Three of Wands, to the Chariot vibe, to the Scorpio, to the Pisces. Lord have mercy. Do watch your favorite astrologer. Just really take your time now, Capricorn, so that you don't get stuck in some shitty contract. Whether this is a work vibe or those of you when it comes to some of you, it's not it's as much a romantic vibe, but they're a professional ex. So they always come out of relationships, partnerships, options, or opportunities far better than when they went into them, because there's always some kind of emotional sort of vibe going on here with Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. All three of the water signs together. That's an emotionally draining relationship or partnership. So they're going to be all about wanting to create some kind of emotional connection way too early in the relationship or partnership. Mindful of the trauma bonding on this. There could be a lot of trauma bonding. They'll bitch a lot about their exes, but they're very... They come out of their failed relationships or partnerships far better than they go into them. And some of you mindful, this is the person that, yeah, with that King of Swords energy. They've had a lot of failed relationships or partnerships where they're still codependent upon somebody. They're codependent on a couple exes. So pay attention to this. Again, work, love, life vibes, because when it comes to you, Capricorn, who the fuck knows? Yeah, you got the Libra energy there. Some of you, that's the King of Swords vibe. Yeah, look at that. The Two of Cups there with the Three of Pentacles. They get really intertwined in all of their relationships or partnerships. So there's no way you can easily get out of them. That's those that once you start dating, like everyone that they know is kind of in on what you got going on. It's like a business opportunity, and then they want everyone that they know in there. It's basically, well, you avoid like the hostile takeover vibes. The way a company would look at that, but this would be with regard to that relationship or partnership. You're pulling way too much of a fertile vibe and way too much of a successful energy here for you to be making like rookie mistakes when it comes to your interpersonals. Because there you are between the Ten of Swords, Capricorn, the Seven of Cups, the Five of Wands, there with the Queen of Swords. Oh, so you need someone giving you good advice as much as this person is getting good advice. There really is no coincidence, Capricorn, so keep that in mind. People that want to come back around into your energy. And do be mindful of the 6 degrees of separation. Whoever got what friends, or when it comes to like a business opportunity, whoever stayed where you're kind of moving from, yeah, keep them where you left them. because they really want to cash in on this sort of option or opportunity with you. And you're with, I mean, sweet Jesus, with Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces right there, all three of the water signs, sweet Jesus. They've had a lot of failed relationships or partnerships. They want to claim all this sort of love energy here, but they're doing pretty good. They have at least 2 other exes or 2 other opportunities that they're doing pretty good. They're doing pretty good for themselves. It's professional ex vibes. This person isn't going to bring much to your situation other than that sort of emotional confusion and illusion vibe. So don't let your emotions overwhelm you. Definitely pay attention to your astrology with Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces there. Stay the fuck out of your feelings. Stay the fuck out of your feelings. Again, work, love, life vibes on this. Because for some of you, there's really not much of a difference. It's kind of looking at your interpersonals the same way you would your business connections. Because someone's a professional ex. They got at least 2 exes they're still very codependent on. Oh, sweet. Well, we got to take it because I see the Libra. The King of Cups, the 3 of Cups, the Libra vibe there to the 10 of Cups. This is someone that's they're wanting that ring on the finger pretty quick. They're wanting to create and establish an emotional connection with you like way, way too soon, way too early. And their expectations is a 10 of Cups. So they're expecting, they're going to over-romanticize it. But they've had like 2 or 3 over-romanticized relationships or partnerships that fell apart. This isn't the energy of someone that goes from like prenup to prenup and they kind of know the vibes. Because there's a lot of people that's just the way it is. There's not going to be a whole lot of you that's in that vibe. But there are plenty that actually have healthy, sort of happy relationships or partnerships. They know which way the bread is buttered, and they also understand. Well, they understand the prenup. Those of you that don't, like, pay attention to this, especially with all that water sign energy. I mean, damn. They have very big, elaborate sort of 10 of Cups celebrations as well. So it's all about the Ace of Pentacle vibes. I don't know what the fuck you got going on here, Capricorn, but you really need to be making some sensible choices. Again, I don't know, work, love, life vibes with you. Compartmentalize your life as well. So some of you be mindful of that. With the Hierophant, the Ace of Wands, the Emperor, the 8 of Swords, there to the 10 of Pentacles. It's something about the contract energy with you. It's something about the contract energy with you. You haven't signed that contract yet? Avoid anything or anyone that's got this kind of hierarchy going on, because you keep pulling this hierarchy energy. Or some of you, they're still codependent on that Emperor and that... So you got the Aries there, and then you got the Hierophant. So you got Aries and you got Taurus vibes here. Someone is dependent upon 2 failed sort of options or opportunities, and they're looking at you for like the 3rd. You need a Queen of Swords to counterbalance their King of Swords energy. I don't know. That's just smart-ass decision-making. Don't complicate already complicated relationships or partnerships. Compartmentalize your life and pay attention to the successful exes. You're kind of it's kind of like avoiding like the hostile takeover vibes. You know, you hear when companies say that. But this is kind of when they hijack your personal life, and everyone that's around them is kind of into the vibe. So even if you wanted to get out of that relationship or partnership, it's not easy. This happens way early in the relationship or partnership, though. Mindful of the trauma bonding, because with the Cancer, the Scorpio, and the Pisces, all 3 of those there together, this is someone that can turn on the waterworks. They can really sort of sell you on this kind of emotional vibe. But they've come out of those relationships, partnerships, some of y'all, those work contracts, pretty good. Avoid the middleman vibe with you. Avoid the middleman. Hey, what's between this King and this Queen of Swords? The 7 of Wands. King and Queen of Swords. You need really smart advice from people that don't give a fuck about you, but just give you the advice that you need. So you need an independent third party to kind of look at your options or your opportunities, so that way you don't get overwhelmed. You don't get swept up in all this kind of emotional vibe. Because someone is a professional ex. Someone has at least 2 exes that they're still dependent upon. Those of you, when it comes to like a work situation, it's kind of the same vibe. So I mean, I don't know what the fuck you do, Capricorn. There's a complexity to this that's interesting, but some of you, the complexity means you need to be paying extra close attention to what you need to be paying close attention to. You haven't signed the contracts yet. It comes down to you not signing the contracts yet. Nothing should be overwhelming you. You should not be overwhelmed or feeling overwhelmed by anything. Interesting astrology, if you pay attention to your astrology. With all 3 of the water signs right there, I mean, sweet Jesus. And what's that 10 of Cups look like? Someone's wanting that Ace of Pentacles. They're wanting that ring. It's all about the ring. But they're coming from at least 2 failed. And this isn't those that are happy that go from like prenup to prenup. But there's no like contention in those relationships or partnerships. They understand the vibe. And there are some people that are in that energy and they have perfectly happy, healthy relationships or partnerships. They know what way their bread is buttered. They understand. There's not a lot of you that's going to be in that vibe, but there are a lot that are in that energy. Some of you Capricorns are going to get to the point where that's going to be how you look at things. And it's definitely going to switch things up for you. I don't know what this success you've got going on, or what this success is that you're bringing in. Take what's yours and leave what's not. Some of this isn't anything that you need good advice from people that don't give a fuck about you, but just going to tell you how it is and what you need to pay attention to. Because whatever this sort of relationship or partnership is, they have a King, Queen of Swords. But that could be... They're dealing with at least 2 exes. So they got at least 2 exes that they're still codependent upon. But that's kind of the whole vibe with this, with that Magician's energy. So you avoid the 7 of Cups. Again, this could be romantic. This could be work vibes, Capricorn. You need to look at some of your situations as you would almost business transactions. Because there's like an upgrade coming in for you. I feel like you rattle the Emperor. The Emperor doesn't like you. There's an Aries energy that doesn't like the fact that you're gaining this sort of option or this opportunity. Because behind the Emperor is the 8 of Swords there with the 10 of Pentacles. And then you got the Hierophant. So as far as like a work situation goes, this is when your boss's boss starts paying more attention. Those of you, if you're signing like a management contract or whatever sort of contractual agreement you have to be looking at, pay attention to that. Because this could very easily be if you got a management team. So you're having to pay a manager and a publicist, or, you know, you got more than one person on your payroll. Pay attention to that. Self-producing, self-publishing for you. You really need to figure it out. You need to make sure you have a counterpart to that King of Swords. And that's someone that don't give a fuck about you. They're just basically giving you the advice that you need so you're making smart choices. So you avoid fucking up. Yeah, look at that. Fucking up whatever the hell this option or this opportunity is. Just because you were street smart and wise with that 7 of Swords. Ooh, so, yeah, again, I don't know if this is work or romance with you. But some of you, it's the romantic relationships or partnerships, and then the next thing you know, they want to get into like the business side of what you got going on. So if you're starting a business option or a business opportunity with a friend or a romantic partner, you both need a King or Queen of Swords. Some of y'all just sit your ass down and focus on what's important to you. Those of you getting into management, or those of you, if you're bringing on like an agent, you're getting like an agent. If you're whatever line of work that you do, and you need agency representation here, definitely be mindful of this. You got someone here with the Six of Pentacles. They're codependent upon their exes, but they're not codependent upon you yet. So just sit your ass down, make smart choices. You need to counterbalance that King of Swords energy with your own Queen of Swords vibe. That is someone that don't give a fuck about you. They just give you the advice that you need. They look at your situation and help you understand what you need to be paying attention to. So you avoid that Seven of Cups sort of song and dance energy here. Lord have mercy, with Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, all three coming out together. Sweet Jesus. Temperance angel, sit your ass down. Just sit your ass down. There's something here between that Emperor, the Aries, and the Taurus. They're at that Six of Wands. Someone needs you in a shitty contract. Damn, Capricorn. You haven't signed that contract yet. But that's blocking the Emperor's sort of Ten of Pentacle vibes here. That's what you need to be mindful of. So this is you bring in that new client, you bring in that new opportunity in the workplace, and then the boss is the one that is sort of going to benefit from this. Everyone wants to benefit from this sort of option or opportunity that you have. Some of you, that's just sort of the way it is, and if you're understanding that, you understand that, there shouldn't be like an overwhelming vibe. But those of you that don't, this is what you need to pay attention to. A little bit more interesting if you have an agent. That's how you get your work. That's how you kind of focus on things. Or you have a lot of contractual agreement. It's about contractual agreements with you. Whatever the fuck this is. So wait before you sign that contract. And mindful of who's the professional ex. For some of you, this could be a recording contract. You're pulling Pisces vibe. For maybe one of you, this could be like a recording contract. But really, really make sure you're paying attention. Really make sure you're paying attention, because everyone else sort of profits off of you with this kind of transactional energy. You need to figure out the smarter way to kind of avoid that. Self-producing, self-publishing. Those of you, there are plenty of people that go from prenup to prenup. That it kind of has a negative vibe to it, but it kind of is just what the fuck it is. That shouldn't be what overwhelms you. So make sure you're paying attention to that. And some of you, mindful of who's wanting that ring on the finger. So, I don't know. You need your Queen of Swords to kind of counterbalance that King of Swords. So you have someone that really don't give a shit about you. They're just giving you the good advice that you need. Pay attention to the advice that they're giving, because they really don't give a fuck. They're just kind of letting you look at your options and your opportunities and understanding what you need to be paying attention to, what would be the smarter choice for you. Some of you now isn't the time. There's something here about the timing of something. The Hierophant there and the Emperor. The Emperor is definitely growing rather impatient, because the Emperor is already looking at like your options or your opportunities. So those of you Capricorns that know you got a lot of cross-watcher vibes, this is what the Emperor is paying attention to. But the Emperor isn't going anywhere. The Emperor can't really advance. I feel like you're able to go into that Hierophant vibe. So those of you from the workplace perspective, this is like you bring in like the perfect client, and damn, it's almost like you're gonna get promoted above your boss or whoever, whatever the fuck that emperor energy is. This is why I think romantic vibes with you, Capricorn. Just take your time with something. Take your time with something. You need someone to talk things out and figure things out that they really don't give a fuck about you. They're just giving you the advice that you need. So you need like that independent sort of third party perspective on something, so that way you are making smart choices. Because there's something about a contract. You haven't signed the contract yet. You haven't signed the contract yet. Those of you moving too fast into a 10 of Cups situation, someone's really wanting that ring on the finger. But that ring on the finger for you represents the Ace of Pentacles. And Capricorn, this has come up for you. You're going to get noticed when somebody else was paying attention to somebody else. And this creates a rift in the sort of vibe and with the option or the opportunity that comes towards you. You're pulling the energy from the musical chess. So if you know the musical chess, yeah, look at that. You had Virgo and Leo vibes. David Jetta here. Those of you in particular, Capricorns, if you own titanium jewelry, so instead of going for like gold, you like the titanium. Or you own something that's titanium. Some of you, I don't care if this is a fucking hip replacement or some shit like that. Take your time with something here, Capricorns. This is not going to be everybody, so take what's yours and leave what the fuck isn't, and make smart choices. You need your Queen of Swords to kind of counterbalance that King of Swords vibe. Damn, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. All three of them together, though, Capricorn. Sweet Jesus. Avoid that Seven of Cups conundrum. And I'm mindful of this Aries and this Taurus vibe. Because the Emperor energy is stuck or stagnant. They can't really get nowhere without this sort of option or opportunity from you. You are pulling recording artist vibes. I don't know, some of you, this could be a record deal. Because you're pulling heavy Pisces vibe. And Pisces has been pulling like record deals. But again, take what's yours and leave what's not. Don't fuck it up before you get the option or the opportunity. Those of you that's bringing in management, those of you that's hiring, like you go through an agency for the work that you do, pay attention to that. None of this should overwhelm you. It kind of is what the fuck it is, but you do need to be paying close attention before you sign those contracts. So you need a Queen of Swords. You need to make sure you have a Queen of Swords to balance out this King of Swords energy down here. Professional exes. Professional exes. So if you're dealing with somebody who is still codependent upon at least one or two exes, pay attention to that. And that's just for your own good here. You need to counterbalance that with that Queen of Swords. Okay. Good luck, God bless. Take what's yours and leave what's not. Ooh, Capricorn. This just means you're pulling in abundance, Capricorn. So make really smart choices. Some of you, not letting your emotions overwhelm you. Because with Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, sweet Jesus, someone can cry on cue, babe. I mean, they can lay it on really thick. But they're codependent on the last two failed relationships or partnerships. So, they're doing pretty good. You know what I mean? So keep that in mind. And this could be friendship. So good luck, God bless, take what's yours, and leave the rest, Capricorn. Sagittarius, I don't feel like Sagittarius season is the season for you. Pay attention to Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces in your astrology. Virgo and Aries and Taurus, and then Virgo and Leo vibes. They're a professional ex. They have codependencies on all their failed sort of options or opportunities, and now you're looking pretty good. You're looking pretty good here, Capricorn. It's the Ace of Pentacle vibes. You're pulling the Ace of Pentacle vibes. It's whoever's cross-watching your readings to see if you're falling in love or if you're in a relationship or partnership. So this is someone that wants that sort of Ten of Cups. They want that ring on the finger. Some of you avoid an elopement type energy as well. So you need to quit partying if you make really not so smart decisions if you're partying. Someone is really cross-watching your vibes. So you kind of need to sit your ass the fuck down here. Emphasis on this Emperor and this Empress energy. Because there's the Five of Pentacles, there's the Two of Cups, there's the Three of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles there with the Empress vibe. So maybe you're in a relationship or partnership where you're getting ready to put a ring on it. Or someone's wanting you to put a ring on it. I don't know, take what's yours and leave what's not. This, professional exes, they're still dependent on at least two of their exes. Whatever failed sort of options or opportunities that is. Some of you, management, if you're getting new management, like talent management, or if you're in sports, a new sports manager. And then, yeah. Compartmentalize those relationships or partnerships. Don't go into business with anybody you have a friendship or a romantic relationship or partnership with. And there are plenty of great examples of why that doesn't work. When it comes to whatever work you do, you have plenty of examples of why mixing the family vibes with the romantic vibes, especially when it comes to management. Oy. Take what's yours and leave what's not here, Capricorn. Peace, love, and light.